We no rise and boast. Yeah, we give thanks like we need it the most. We have to give thanks like we really.
Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. My name is Adana. If it's your first time stopping by, hey boo, you're welcome. So today I will show you guys how I achieved this entire look, makeup, hair, outfits, everything. It's going to be all a whole casual get ready with me type of video. Do I really have anywhere I'm going to? Maybe to the kitchen? Nowhere, seriously. But you know, this is 2021. We have to enter 2021 with a different type of energy. Just looking good to feel good. You definitely rock this entire look to anywhere, you know, your casual dates when lockdown is over. If you want to see how I achieve this entire look, then keep on watching. First things first, we're going to start off with our hair. For this hair, I'm going to be wearing a wig today, and the wig I'm wearing is from OMGqueen. This is the Yaki straight bob lace wig in 10 inches, and it's in 180% density. Oh my god, y'all have asked me about this hair so much that I keep forgetting to put up this video. I'm so sorry. So y'all can see I've worn this wig a couple times. I think I've worn it for about, I got it in November, so I've worn it right now for December, January, oh my god, I've worn this hair right now for almost 3 months. Yeah, I've used it so much. It's like one of my go-to chic kind of hair that I always wear if I'm trying to look a little chicky, you know. This is one of those hair that I just always reach for. It's simple, it's easy to install, the cap size fits perfectly. I also wore it in my Shein try-on haul. So normally when I wear this wig, all I just do is basically to tighten up the strap at the back just so it fits my head, like it just stays there and don't move at all. And because my lace was already tinted with my foundation, I didn't really have to do that much tinting. However, I just went ahead to still use my Cover FX Power Play foundation in the shade NE110 just to tint the lace a lot more, just so it blends more with my skin, especially because the last time I wore it, I washed the hair, so some of the color of the lace kind of disappeared, so I just had to revive that. So to install this hair, I'm going to be using this Got to Be blasting free spray to just secure this wig down just like so, using my blow dryer and also using this comb just to be pressing it in just to make sure that this wig is sitting. And then to clean off all the excess Got to Be free spray, all this whitish substance, I normally just go ahead to use my makeup wipes, or sometimes I use rubbing alcohol, like 70% rubbing alcohol, and I just put some on a cotton round and I use that to clean away all the excess free spray, just so my head doesn't look like a white forecast. Okay, don't forget to thumbs up this video if you're enjoying it. I think I always forget to tell you guys to give the video a thumbs up, and I think some of us do forget as well, so please don't forget. It does help my channel a lot. So now that I'm basically done installing in this wig and making sure that it's secure, I'm just going to go ahead to use my hot comb to flatten the hair just to make sure that it's flat and it's just staying in the perfect shape like I would love. And to give it that sleek, you know, bob curved look, I'm going to go ahead right now to use my flat iron, and I'll just start flat ironing this hair in sections. It's very important that you flat iron your hair in sections. In fact, anything you're doing to your hair, both your natural hair, wigs, it's always best to do it in sections. And then, you know, when you just do like a quick flip, whoom, whoom, here and there, everything will still be looking flat on every angle. So that's why it's important to work in sections. And then to slick down all the flyaways that are peeking through this hair, like, you know, all those ones that are sticking up, you're going to use your flyaway tamer. This one is from, actually don't remember, I'll put it down below in the description box. So I'll just apply that to the hair, and then I'll go ahead to use my flat hot comb again to press it down just to make sure that the flyaways are laying flat and everything is sticking properly and nice. And then because I wanted to give this hair a little bit of an oomph, I just went ahead to apply some Got to Be free spray right here at the parting just to oomph it a little bit. And then I used my hot comb to kind of shaping it up. I use my comb to give it a little brush just so the oomphness can just stay like that. Okay, as always, all the details of this hair is going to be down below in the description box for your convenience. So right now, if you're thirsty, go grab a glass of water like I'm doing right now to quench this taste so we can be able to take in this snatching that we're about to do right now. So moving on to this makeup, we're going to start off with our eyebrows. Yo, my brows get really oily, like it's shining, like it reflects. Using my Makeup Forever Shine Control Primer, I'll just apply this onto my brows, and then to set that primer just so everything is sitting and then there's no shiny that comes during the day, I'll just go ahead to use my Fenty Beauty setting powder. This is in the shade Honey, and I'll just use this to set that brows, you know, just to pat it right there a little bit. And then moving on to the shaping and the drawing of this brows, we're going to be using the Benefit Cosmetics Brow Pencil. This is in number, I think this is number 5. Just use this right now to draw my brows. As you all can see, I do have a scar on my left brows. Is it my left or my right? My left, yeah. I do have a scar from like childhood scar. So normally that brow takes me a little bit of a longer time to draw, but I just quickly did all of that off camera. And then right now I'm going to go ahead to shaping up this brows to give you that you know, to give you that. I'll be using this LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Fun, and I'll just use this to clean up my brows and just blending all of that concealer to the eyelid space, because I'll be using this entire concealer as an eyeshadow primer as well. Eyeshadow base primer. I think they're the same thing. And then I'll go ahead right now to set this concealer just so it doesn't crease. To finish up my brows, I normally go ahead to use the darker shade of concealer. This one is in the shade Chestnut, something closer to my skin tone, and I just use it to clean up the top part of my brows, and voila, your brows are ready to pick. That is it for this brows. Moving on to the rest of our skin, using the same Makeup Forever Shine Control Primer, because my skin generally is just oily. Okay, so I'll use this primer to just mattify the entire face, and then I'm going to be using my Cover FX foundation in the shade N110, and I'll use my brush to just blend this into my skin. So while I'm blending this makeup, y'all, how are you guys doing? Like, are you guys still on lockdown where you are? And what are you doing to keep yourself company? Because this lockdown, in fact, at this point, I'm just wondering, please, when is outside going to be open? Like, can this pandemic just come to an end? I'm just so over it, you guys. I'm over it. Like, it's just so difficult to even stay motivated when the world is just in chaos. But anyways, so for the bottom part of my foundation, like the bottom part of my jawline of my face, I normally go ahead to use a darker foundation, and I'm using this NARS Soft Matte Foundation. This is in the shade Namibia. This was the one that I tried in my last GRWM video, but I felt like it was a little bit too dark for my entire face, so I normally use this for my neckline because I do have hyperpigmentation and my neck is way darker than my face. So just doing this, like using this darker shade for right down there, as well as just blending into my neck, it just makes the blending to be a lot more seamless with my face in terms of like my foundation just coming together. And then to conceal my under eyes, this is going to take away all the eye bags, take away all the dark circles. I'll be using the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Fun. This is the exact same concealer that I use for my bottom parts of my eyebrows as well as my eyelid space. And then I'll be using my damp beauty blender to blend this in seamlessly. Right now, I think sometimes when I'm just like kind of quiet, I'm not really a TV person, I don't really watch movies, but lately I've kind of been using movies to distract myself from the realities of the world. Yo, let me recommend you guys some movies to watch. If you're into like African movies, there's this movie I saw last night. Oh my god, actually it's a show. It was so good. Like, it was literally so funny. The name of the show is How to Ruin Christmas, the Wedding. Yeah, How to Ruin Christmas, the Wedding. It's on Netflix. It's a South African show on Netflix. If you're also into Nigerian movies, you should check this one out. It's Sucking. Hey! Oh yeah, oh, that was like my favorite movie of 2020. It's Sucking. Check out It's Sucking. And which other Nigerian movie can I recommend to you? I can't remember so many at the top of my head, but anything romance. I love romantic movies. And then this other movie, what's this one called? 10 Years Later. Oh, that movie was so good. I think it's a Ghanaian movie because it has a lot of Ghanaian actors and actresses. I think the only Nigerian actor that was in that movie was this guy. What's his name? Mofe Damijo. That guy. That man doesn't get old though. Look at the way I'm just gisting like as if I'm talking to my friends. But yeah, the guy, this guy just reminds me that black doesn't crack. Mofe Damijo. He was in the movie, and this handsome, good-looking man, what's his name? Chris Arthur. I think he's Ghanaian. Chris Arthur is definitely Ghanaian. Oh, that guy is the definition of a chocolate. He's a chocolate. Okay, moving back to our makeup. I'm done highlighting and concealing under my face and everywhere that needs to be concealed and highlighted. And then right now I'm just going to go ahead to contour to snatch these cheekbones. I'm going to be using my Fenty Beauty contour stick. This is in the shade Espresso, and I just applied that right below my cheekbones and blended that into my skin. And then to give my skin that sun-kissed bronze look, I'll be using my all-time favorite bronzer. This is the Fenty Beauty Mocha Mami bronzer, and I'll just use it to blend this right on top of, like, right the next layer, basically, like right above where I put the contour. And I'll also bronze my forehead just to give it that shade, and I use this opportunity as well to make sure that my lace is well tinted, like the front line of my lace of my wig, to bronze that in there as well. Bronze down my neck because you want to be looking like the same person up and down, so I'm going to bronze down my neck. Now it's time to add some pop of colors to our eyelid space. I'll be using this Juvia's Place Warriors palette. Yeah, the warrior. Is it warrior warriors? I think it's the warrior palette. This palette, the packaging just reminds me of royalty. It's just really pretty. This is having two browns and nudes. It's just so perfect. And I'm using this light brownish shade right now for my entire eyelid space, just to even out everything, just so I will have like a very evened out eyelid space for the rest of my foundation to sit on. And since I'm going to be doing a smoky eye look, which is my go-to look, it's just a perfect shade to start off with. And then after that, I'm going to be going ahead to using this dark brown. It's almost like a black color, but like a brown version of black, so a very dark brown shade. And I'm using this for like the little crease corner of my eyes, just right there, just to give it that smoky effect. And then once we are done with that, I'm going to go ahead to use this shiny bronzed eyeshadow, glimmering, you know, sparkle for the rest of my eyelid space, just so it pops. And then since this is a casual look, we're just going to keep this, you know, very simple. We're only using 3 eyeshadows for this entire look. I didn't really do any cut crease, none of that. I just placed the bronzed golden shiny eyeshadow to just sit right there. However, you want to make sure you're using a flat brush. In that way, it's more precise to where you want to place this shimmery eyeshadow on, and it just stays right there. And then once we're done with the entire eyeshadow look, this is basically all I'm going to be doing. We're going to move on to eyeliner. For this eyeliner, I'll be using the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner. All the products that I use in this video, I'll be sure to list them down below in the description box. Just in case I missed anyone, I'll be sure to link it down below in the description box. Okay, for my eyeliner, I just do simple drawing eyeliner. I don't really like a dramatic wing liner. I just like my eyeliner to be just a tiny bit of wing, just like a zoom. That's basically all I do for my eyeliner. And then once I'm done lining that part of my eyes, I'll just go ahead right now to use my mascara. This is the Milk Makeup Voluminous Kush mascara, and I'm using this for my top lashes. And then I'll go ahead to apply some of my false lashes as well. Y'all, so if you're feeling down, or you just feel like really like you're going crazy with the way the world is going, just try to stay calm. I know it's kind of difficult to say that. Actually, it's difficult to implement that. It's easy to say but difficult to implement that. But try to stay calm, keep yourself company, watch movies. You could also read books. Try to indulge yourself in things that you enjoy doing. Pamper yourself while you're at home. You can just organize like a whole dinner organization segment for yourself. A date with yourself, basically. Decorate everywhere, put some flowers, get yourself a glass of wine, get glammed up, turn on your favorite music, and just party with yourself. Trust me, you'll feel good. You will enjoy it. In fact, you will enjoy that moment that you will not even want anybody else again to come in your privacy. So just do that and you'll feel great, I promise. Okay, try it. A self-date, very important. Self-care. If you know me so well, you know that I'm a huge advocate for self-care. Like just finding love in yourself. It's one of the most important gifts ever. You have to love yourself. In fact, you have to even love yourself very much before you can even give love to somebody else. Because in this life, you cannot give what you don't have. Quit telling yourself negative things. Tell yourself positive things, words of affirmation. Tell yourself how beautiful you are. Tell yourself how God has marvelously created you to the human being that you are. Remind yourself of the existence that you bring wherever you go. Okay? I don't know who needs to hear this, but I just felt like sharing this with you today. If you're feeling some type of way, baby, get up from the bed and just pick up. And the reality of this life is problems never ever finish. There's always a new stage ahead of you. There's always a new hurdle that you have to cross, because there's always a new goal that you set for yourself. Knowing that we always set new goals for ourselves, nothing good comes easy at all. So there's definitely going to be some form of obstacle on the way that you have to brush away to keep on going. But anytime you just feel down, just remind yourself of how far you've come. Like yesterday you slept, yesterday you went to bed. Despite how bad yesterday was, you still slept. How much more today? Okay, how much more today? Today you will sleep again. So regardless of what it is, remind yourself of how far you've come. Sometimes we always forget to thank God for even the previous blessings that He has given us. We just keep on setting new goals. So take the time to appreciate yourself and how far you've come. Okay, now I've actually forgot I was low-key doing a makeup tutorial, but now that we're basically done with the entire makeup look, I just went ahead to set this entire makeup just so everything sits perfectly well. And I used my Maria Beduschi rose water setting spray to set this entire face. And now for our highlights, we're going to be using my one and only Fenty Beauty highlighter in the shade Hustler Baby. This highlighter, I feel like it looks good on every skin tone. Like, it's just so perfect. And I'll use that as well for my tear duct. Like right here, tear duct, I think that's what it's called, yeah. Tear duct highlights. My nose as well, like right here, like you guys can see. Cheek bones. And then I use that for my cubics bow, just to make sure that everything is just basically everywhere that you want to be sparkling, everywhere that I want to be blinking. And then for my lip liner, I'm going to be using the MAC Chestnut lip liner. This is more like a darkish burgundy brownish red. It has a reddish undertone, but it's giving more of a brown hue when you're done applying it. I don't know, it's just a perfect lip liner for like dark skin girls. And then for my brown lipstick, to finish off this chocolate look, I'm using this ColourPop matte lipstick in the shade Libo. I feel like this is the only brown lipstick that I use all the time. It's like my all-time favorite brown lipstick ever. It just goes so perfect with, you know, brown skin girls like us. And then for our perfume, for something casual, I like to stick with this Dolce & Gabbana light blue. This gives like a very vibrant, fresh, floral, fruity set. Key notes in the perfume are more like citrus, apple, bamboo, that type of smell. It's just very warm and just sexy. And then this is basically the end of this look, y'all. My outfit is from Pretty Little Thing. Of this top, especially because it's corset, so it just holds and snatches everything really nice. The leather pants as well, the bag, the slippers. In fact, head to toe is from Pretty Little Thing. I'll be sure to link everything down below in the description box. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. This is basically the end of it. Let me know down below in the comment section if you have any questions at all. Also, let me know down below in the comment section what you're doing to keep yourself company during this entire lockdown. If you're on lockdown and if you're not on lockdown, I really want to know which people are actually not on lockdown, because I'm kind of jealous a little bit. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. Thumbs up if you did, and I will see you all in my next one. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Bye. Mwah.